today just might be the most exciting day of the 50 States tour yet. But first, we have a few hours to drive. Update on our adventures for the day. We had planned to head into Anchorage early this afternoon, and there's some really cool helicopter tours where you can fly out and you land on a glacier, and then you get to actually meet a sled dog team and ride with them and then fly back. We were hoping to do one of those today, and we're not, because they're all booked full. So instead, we are on our way right now to a place called Hatcher Pass, where you get to drive down to a gold mine. There's a state historical park out here, and apparently it's really pretty. So we're going to do that.
We have left civilization behind us. We're driving down a primitive road. We've seen several things that recommend, off-road vehicles, and we're in this van, so we're gonna see how far we get.
Hopefully we don't get stuck. This has been really cool so far. It's really pretty. The road has some pretty sharp curves in it, and it looks a little bit like we're in a different country. TJ said it feels like we're in Ireland, but it's also a little freaky at some points. I mean, we're just driving down this dirt road with no cell service into the fog in the mountains. Like, look at this. You can't see anything. That's a little freaky, but it's also pretty. When it clears a little bit, every once in a while you get a glimpse, and it's really, really cool.
We'll be the judge of that. It's pretty good. What do you think?
I really like soft serve ice cream, but you can usually only get that in chocolate or vanilla or swirl. So we got peanut butter chocolate, and it is pretty good.
It's very soft.
It's melting on my hand. All right, honest moment while we're enjoying our ice cream. Today, I was really excited because we were gonna be riding a helicopter and landing on a glacier and riding with sled dogs, and that's not happening. I'm really bummed about it. Like, bummed is probably not strong enough of a word, but you know what? It's okay. We are still having a great time. We're in Alaska.
Eating the world's best ice cream.
We had a backup plan from the helicopter. Still do something really, really cool in an airplane. The weather might keep us from that also. Alaska's still my favorite state. I have ice cream. Oh no! It's like really bad. We need paper towels. Or napkins.
You're getting that all
I know, can you help me by like getting a napkin out or something?
Where's the napkins?
Right here!
I gotta hold mine to make sure mine doesn't drip all over the place. Wow!
You literally just sat there and laughed at me. What? I'm sorry. I do not recommend soft serve in a waffle cone because it melts everywhere. But as I was saying, Alaska is still my favorite state. We've had a really great time doing some cool things here and in the national park and stuff. Maybe next time we plan a really, really crazy adventure the weather will cooperate. All right, we have been living out of this van for almost a week, and it's time to clean it out.
Now that we've got it nice and clean, it's time for a van tour.
All right, we rented a camper van for the week so that one, we didn't have to set up a tent when we got here pretty late the first night, and because it came with most of our camping gear that we usually use. We would not have been able to fly with all of that, so it was really nice that we had this van. So, this is a GMC Savannah, and when you open it up, we've taken most of the stuff out so we can show you, but there is a mattress in here that sleeps 2 people. There's also pillows and blankets you can see on the other side. They gave us 2 camp chairs and towels and washcloths. And then all of this space is for all of the other stuff they gave us. We have a charcoal grill, which is nice. Compost toilet. Charcoal for the grill. 2 sleeping bags. We still brought our own because we like our own, but that's really nice. 2 water jugs, 2 coolers on this end.
Which, let's talk about the coolers for a second. So, they gave us these coolers, and I mean, they're all right. If you watched the other video, you know that I told you that we missed our Yeti cooler. So in using our Yeti cooler, we have gotten spoiled to the fact that our ice doesn't melt near as fast as in a regular cooler. So we just opened up our regular cooler to find that our ice was melted and everything we had was swimming in water. And one of the packages that held our hamburger meat had a hole in it, and so all of the hamburger meat juice went everywhere, all over our stuff. So we transferred it into the other cooler. Both coolers that they supplied us, the lids are broken, so that kind of sucks. But we transferred all of that stuff over to the other cooler. Now I'm walking to see if I can get ice. But these coolers, when you open them up, there it goes.
The lids just come off.
Yeah.
Which is a little frustrating.
This is really annoying. If you don't seal it just right, it won't insulate your stuff, and so your ice will melt.
They also gave us 2 tubs. This one has propane and a propane stove and bug spray, a lighter, a tarp, and a hatchet. This one has all of the cooking gear. Wash basins, hot pads for when you're cooking, strainer, cutting board, skillet, paper towels, everything you need to cook a camp meal. That came in super handy when we grilled burgers. And that's that. It all fits in here really nicely, and then our stuff fit on top. It was perfect.
And the biggest reason we decided to go this way was because it saved us weight on our check bags. So at the time we flew here, you could only have 50 pounds in your check bag. And if you went above 50 pounds, it was really expensive.
Or you had to check multiple bags, and that just got expensive.
Yeah, so we each checked 1 bag, and it was 50 pounds. They were 50 pounds apiece, and that was basically just our sleeping bags, sleeping pads, tent accessories. And so not having to bring a cooler, not having to bring a hammer for the steaks, not having to bring cookware and that stuff, it was completely worth it to rent this van. I will say that this van is basically just a work van that they threw a mattress in and some camping supplies. You can see that it hasn't been taken the most care of. As you can see here, stuff's just falling apart, but it drove really, really well. It did what we needed it to do. So while it wasn't a Cadillac, it was very functional. And
it was actually about the same price as renting a regular car just to rent and drive around. So the fact that it came with everything else, and it was a car, even better.
It was really nice. So with that said, we're gonna throw all this crap back in the van and we're gonna go get a shower.
Okay, what do you think? Is it the world's best?
Am I in it?
Yeah, you don't have to lean it.
Okay.
Oh, it's like really melting. Oh, it's still recording. All right, that hit my arm really hard. Ouch. What kind of van is this?
They're not insulated, and take that off. Like that comes off.
Yeah, almost every time we open these, like, oh, it's gonna stick now.
Yeah, it's not. There it
There you
goes.
go.